Yo, what's good, everyone? I hope you guys are having a great day as always. This one, I've been holding off on making, and I'm glad I did till now. Season 15 has been rough. Everyone knows this. Matchmaking is total trash. The game's falling apart. What else can I say? So now more than ever, we need to work together if you guys want to win. I notice so many people just don't care about winning in this game anymore, and it's driving me insane. Like, everybody's okay with getting a kill and just leaving the game, going back to the lobby, or getting themselves into a situation, then they just leave. The gameplay, guys, also here is, it wasn't Fuse's day. I don't know if they were new what, but they were very low level. This was a very horrendous game that we could have won this. We could have won this game. Anyways, so let's get on with these tips, alright? Tip number one, guys. Stick with your team. Okay? So many of you land or leave the dropship and you're not even with your team. And then, like Clutch Plays and Epic Fails, I put in there that Fuse, his teammates were pinging banners like crazy. Y'all ever do that? I'll leave. You do that to me, I'll leave. I don't understand. I just don't get it. If you guys want to be a solo god, then that little button, you know, by the lobby there that says fill teammates, uncheck that and drop in solo. That way you're not ruining other people's games, because it's getting annoying. So there's tip number one, guys. It'll improve your experience and everyone else's. Now here, we told Fuse we were leaving. Prime example, stick with your team. There was too many teams down there, and we were going to get pinched. We had to get to ring. And he goes down. Hats off to him, though. He didn't leave. Which it also plays into trusting your teammates, guys. You guys got to trust in your teammates. If you guys aren't going to talk on mic, except when you go down because you're whatever. Anyways, ping what you need. Ping what you're going, where you're going, what you're doing. It's not hard. We've won games with no communication, just pings. So it's not impossible. Tip number two, guys, know your legend. Going to the firing range, it's just like knowing the weapons you want to use religiously, and even pick up some weapons you're not familiar with sometimes. So in case you're in a situation, you land and you got teams next to you, well, you're going to have to know how to use a weapon that's available there. Just because it isn't your loadout, you might need to use it. Now here, I told this Volk we shouldn't have brought him back here. There were still teams around in the area, but like a good teammates that we were to Fuse, we stayed here. Look at that. Called it. I knew somebody was going to come as soon as that dropship came. Thankfully, we were there so they didn't ape Fuse. So put that down as a little bonus tip. You know, if you're bringing somebody back, wait there for them. It'll help. But yes, know your legend, guys. So many people don't even know how to use Lifeline. They bring in, and you're thinking that if you go down, oh, okay, this Lifeline will res me. And then they come over there and they either A, don't res you, or they res you manually instead of even bringing Doc out. Like, what is going on here? So know your legend, guys. It comes down majorly into fights. If you know your legend, you know what they're capable of and what your enemies are capable of. Knowing what you're up against is a huge factor. Right here, yeah, I don't know what Fuse was doing out in the open. Again, like, we were behind cover.
We're gonna die if we stay.
So let's do that. Tip number 3, guys, using cover. So many of you stand out in the middle of nowhere and just shoot at people. You're wide open and you're shooting at people, and then you get picked off. I've done it. I've been getting better at it. Use cover to your advantage. When you're reloading, back up. When you're healing, back up, get behind cover. Those couple of seconds can save your life and your teammate's life. Hell, It can save a fight. It can win the game even. Back to that bonus tip right there too, guys. Pinging stuff for your teammate when you bring them back, knowing that they need stuff to succeed.
Really?
We pinged everything
I think
when we brought him back again.
Oh no, he's here. Oh, okay, thank you.
We thought he was AFK there, but he ended up moving. Tip number 4, guys, settings. I see so many air quotes here, pros and other Apex content creators say, oh yeah, use these settings and blah 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 and all this, right? Well, no, don't listen to them. Listen to you. What feels comfortable in your hands.
Just go, man. Just go.
Don't listen to this guy because, oh, you want to be like him.
Die, bro.
No one is the same in their settings. I used advanced look controls since day 1 up until season 14, when a coach, not a pro, but a pro coach, helped me with a few things I was having issues with. Which one was my aim, and I trusted a fellow person out there telling me I needed advanced look controls, so that's what I went with. And then I run into this coach and he told me, no, go into the firing range, see what works best for you. Told me where to start, which was 4-3 linear. I've been there ever since and I love it. Yeah, so trust yourself, guys, with your own settings. You don't need somebody else telling you what to do or where to put your controller or your mouse and key settings to win. What feels right for you is what you're going to need. Now, if you have stick drift and stuff like that, yeah, sometimes advanced look control works best. But yes, please, guys, trust yourself in your settings. Right here, I don't know what they were doing down there. Tip number 5. Pick your fights. You don't go into a low ground situation when there's 2 teams that have height on you. Yeah, this team was getting pissed across the way. I don't know why I shot my own minigun, but whatever. Yeah, this team over there was getting pissed, though. Pick your fights. So many just rush into a fight, and then they're knocked, and they wonder why. What happened? Well, you didn't choose your fight right, and you walked into... Yeah, I'm getting knuckle clustered like crazy. Yeah, choose your fights, guys. Please. Just patience is a virtue. If you can understand that, it'll help greatly. Yeah, I wasn't even going back to it. Now here, I told Volk that I was going back to zone because there's 3 teams down there, so let's get the hell out of there. Tip number 6, real short one. Pay attention to the zone. You do not want to get caught outside of it. Why fight in a ring of fire and have trouble seeing when if you just rotate a little sooner, you can get to where you need to go and have a clean fight, and maybe even hold those teams that normally hold you into zone. Yeah, that 2x would have been nice. That plays a big role. So many. You'll notice here. You'll see. There's a guy down there that I was shooting at. Watch what happens to him. He played around in the storm, looting. Like, I need all this loot to go finish this fight when you're just a solo. He failed. So, I hope these tips help, guys. I will have an advanced guide come out soon. I'll have 10 tips that will drastically improve you as a player. Now again, I'm not the greatest. A lot of these tips have been taught to me by an Apex coach. So I'm using what he has taught me and what I have spent in the last 10,000 games on Apex learning to teach you guys. See, I got the kill. He played around in Storm. Another tip here for you guys. Pay attention to the kill feed. You can see how many people are left, so you know what you're up against.
Well, this all comes down to me.
Who's using what weapons. So you know if all of a sudden you got a team sniping towards the end, you can kind of judge, okay, well, I need to really watch where I'm hiding or stay behind cover. I knew I didn't stand a chance with this full team left. I was hoping there would have been a team coming in from zone to fight them, but the 3 teams that were fighting over there actually stayed in zone and fought. So I hope this helps, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, everyone, for everything. Appreciate you guys.